Hi, this is Cousin Russ. I'm going to do a demonstration on a web merge because there's a patch that's been released that will change our experience on this feature. So I'm going to demonstrate the before version of a web merge. I have a test file that I created and I will do it twice. I will do it before and after so I can share that experience. I'm doing this based on the documentation for the patch. I just want to experience how it works in reality, uh, but the before version is my current experience, and I just want to demonstrate it. We'll see where it goes. Okay, I'm in the plan workspace where I normally start. I'm going to go to people and I will zoom in at the appropriate time during this demonstration. I have a shaky leaf over here and I'm going to see what the shaky leaf has. And it has the 1900 federal census. Now I happen to know that this is my person, and I'm not going to go through all of the steps that I do when I do this merge with the website because I do a lot of other work ahead of time. But I just want to demonstrate the feature that I believe will change with our experience. So here is the plain text view of this household, and that is the household that I believe is correct. On the left side of the screen is what is in my database, and the right-hand side is what is in the Ancestry.com website. Um, Now, here is where the change I believe will occur. And again, this is before. I'm going to click merge. And when I click merge, and let me zoom in just a little so you can see um, the web merge feature a little bit better. Uh, Again, this is down the left-hand side is what is in my file. The right-hand side is what is being is what is being suggested from Ancestry.com. Um, the name is spelled out with the first, middle, and last name. And here is the real feature that I believe will change when we look at it. You'll see at the top right here where it says alternative. I believe what's going to happen is when I do the patch, that alternative will change. Um, I'm going to leave my name as I know it as my preferred fact. If I wanted William to be preferred, all I have to do is click on that button, but I do not. I want it kept as preferred as an alternate name fact because that is on the record that I'm looking at. Now, the birth, only have the birth year in Pennsylvania, and what his ancestry is suggesting that he was born in Pennsylvania. I'm going to leave the birth um, fact. Now, I may have to clean this up later because I see there are two birth facts. So these both are mine, and this is what is being suggested from Ancestry. And so I'm going to have to clean this one up afterwards, I believe. But the alternative gives me and and the 1900 census did give me the the month and the year of birth. Now, I recognize that I have a conflict here already by 3 years. So I'm going to leave this alternative as an alternate fact because I want this to pop out at me when I come back and review what is done after the merge so that I can clean up any um, conflicting information that I might have. Now, uh, below that, and let me zoom back out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Um, the residence fact that I have is 1920, and they're going to add an alternative fact of 1900, and that's how I want it. I want the most current residence fact as my preferred fact and any others as alternative. Now I'm going to click next, and this is going to give me the name of his parent. Now I don't have the name of this parent, so I'm going to add this new father because I want to capture that he was born in Pennsylvania. Same with the mother. I'm going to add a mother, and I will change that to from no name to unknown, as is my practice. And when I do not know a name first, middle, or last, I use 5 underscores. And now his spouse is Mary E, according to Ancestry, and I have it Mary Emma McCall because I have her birth surname. Uh, so I'm going to click next because I'm going to merge what is from Ancestry into the information that I have. Now that should bring me up to the next screen, which again lets me review what's in my database on the left and what's coming in from Ancestry. I want Mary E. Hart because that's what's on the document and its citation. I have her full uh, birth year, but I don't have her location, but I want to keep the information coming from Ancestry as an alternative. I don't want to make the information I have because I have more complete birth information. It's not conflicting, it's just additional information. So I'm going to accept that as alternative. I'm going to accept that as alternative. I don't have her before from a census record. So this has become preferred, as is her marriage date. Now that's what the information that came from the census record. I did not have that date before. I'm going to click next. And now I'm going to merge the children. So I click on merge with existing Edward G. This looks the same. Now keep in mind that I'm going to go through the same choices again between what's in my database and what's in Ancestry. I'm going to, this time it says discard. That's usually happens, but I want to keep it as alternative. I don't want to throw that information away. Again, the census record has the month, so it's helping me confirm that I have the right month, and I just happen to have the date. It was born in Pennsylvania, so I want to keep that as an alternate fact. I don't want to make it preferred. I don't want to discard it because if I were to go back to look at the record, I would not see December 6th. So I keep the residence. I want to go to next. There's the next child. I want to merge um, Nancy A, but that's not the right person. It's not the right person. So this is someone new that's not in my database. So I'm going to add Nancy A to this existing family. Now there's nothing, this is because this is new, Nancy A is new. I'm not going to have any choices because it's going to bring in, there's no conflicting information, no choices that I need to make. Let's see about Philip R. I'm going to click on merge, Philip R. Now I have seen that Philip R. and Roy Phillip have been reversed in other records. So I'm going to merge, and the birth is 1891 in Pennsylvania, 1892 in Pennsylvania. I believe that they are the same person. So I'm going to merge. And again, I have those options. I don't want to get rid of the fact that this record says Philip R versus my data that says Roy Phillip. I want to make it as an alternative fact. Same with his birth. I have him in the 1940 census, so I want to add an alternate fact for him for 1900. I'm going to go to the next child, which is Laura. And in my database, I have her as F. Lena, and I believe this is correct. So I click next, and now I have the same options: alternate, alternate, alternate. So I want to bring all of that in as alternate information. I have another child, and I then compare alternate, alternate, alternate. I do this consistently. I make it as alternate facts, and I like the fact that I'm given that choice, and the default is alternate, which is what I like. The next child. Now this is one I will discard the name because they are exactly the same. Notice that there's a check mark here that's going to keep the source. So I'm going to discard this duplicate name because it's exactly the way it's in my database. So I want to discard this. The next one is birth. Now I don't have the month. I have Pennsylvania, but I didn't have the month. So I'm going to make this preferred because I have more information, March of 1898 as opposed to about 1898. So I'm going to make this alternative and this as my preferred. Again, being consistent, I have more information in 1910 that's more current than 1900. So I'm going to click next. Now I get the summary. In the summary, there's a media file. So I am now going to merge that information into my database. That is all I'm going to share on this demonstration because I wanted to show those screens because I believe that those screens will in fact change after I do the update. And by the way, I will probably do a office hours on the update, and I will do the update live. But this is the before WebMerge uh, view of the update because I believe that the update's going to change this process. I will use the same file that I'm using now on the next video. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much and have a great day.